We're also want to also ensure that we continue to look at our force protection posture on Fort Bliss, and also my priority is to ensure the safety and security of our people on Fort Bliss. Thank you very much. Finally, I'd like to say that my condolences go out to the victim as well as his family members. Thank you.
Okay, like I said, we'll do our best to address some questions. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Spelling the doctor's name?
I'll get those to you. Yeah, I'll get those to you.
The relationship between the doctor and the shooter.
Sir.
It's hard to say about a relationship. The threat report is the only thing we had. It was a verbal threat. It was something in public at a grocery store where Mr. Serrato approached Dr. Fjordbach, who did not recognize him, and he made a verbal threat. And that was the extent of the report. As far as we can tell, that's the only connection that they had. However, there was a time in 2013 where Mr. Serrato worked at the VA at the same time. But other than that, I can't tell you any further. I don't know.
Can you talk about the cooperation between the different agencies that were all involved? I know you had Homeland Security, you had lots of different agencies.
Lots would be almost an understatement, yeah. It was an incredible number of folks. When I first arrived at the facility, the first people I saw was El Paso PD. I know that DPS, our state partners, were also there. And then I started encountering all of our DOD partners, everything from Army CID to the DES, and then seeing all of the other group of federal agencies that I well recognize. So everybody from HSI, Border Patrol, OFO, Air and Marine, you name it, everybody was there. And then I had offers of further assistance as well. So I had a plan, and this is normally how we do it. We have people that can get there first, and we get on scene. We try and handle whatever the threat issue is, and then we have people that we have in standby ready to go in case this is a protracted event, and we have to go for hours, days, even longer than that. So we have to be ready to go. So we need fresh people to come in and help out with that. And we've all been practicing those types of things. I think you've probably seen that over the past couple weeks or months where we've taken opportunities with local facilities, whether the schools or anything like that, to practice those just those types of handoffs and working together.
Are there any metal detectors at the VA?
No, ma'am, there are not.
Are you
Can you
ramping
describe
up security?
the scene coming with guns blazing? How can you describe
Where in the clinic did the shooting happen, and how many shots were fired?
The shooting itself, as you saw from the clinic, it's a 4-story building. On one side, you can approach and actually enter on the 3rd floor. The shooting took place of Dr. Fjordbach on the 4th floor, and then the subject, Mr. Serrato, actually went down to the 3rd floor, and that's where he took his own life.
Did he ever threaten anyone else, any employees or patients?
Not that I'm aware of. Do you have any information?
We have no record that there was any other threat that he had made to any other employees.
Could you describe his job that he did in 2013?
He was a medical support assistant. Basically, he was a clerk that checked in patients to the clinic.
Do you guys know if he suffered from like mental illness, PTSD, some kind of like situation, health problem?
Some of those questions go to the the medical records and everything like that. So I can't really answer all those types of things.
We heard reports that the doctor was in surgery at one point. Where is his body now?
At that point, I think we can disclose the fact that he was taken to the hospital, and then that's where he was where he passed at that point.
Are you ramping up security in any way on VA facilities here, and how about in Las Cruces?
Well, one of the things we're doing right now is ramping up specifically at our Las Cruces facility as well as East Side Clinic, and we're looking at other measures to make sure that the veterans, patients, and staff are safe and secure in our facility.
You're going to be closed tomorrow as well. What is going to happen to the patients that had appointments today and for tomorrow?
We're going to be contacting those patients to make follow-up appointments with them as soon as we can.
Major General, what about security on the base? It's been relatively easy at times to get on because it's been a communal base. Are you going to ramp up security there?
Yeah, as you know, we've already ramped up security there. In cases like this, we'll always take lessons learned. So we're going to be reviewing also our procedures. We're going to do some lessons learned. We're going to do an act-to-action review, and we're going to see what else we need to do. But the bottom line, we will be taking a look at it. Thank you.
Is there any evidence that Mr. Serrato circumvented
I don't think we have any information to be able to answer that question at this point.
Front door or back door?
As you know, it's a patient facility, so you can get some access to there as long as you have access to the post. That's all I can say. I don't know how he actually got into the facility.
What was the nature of the threat that Serrato had made against the doctor in that 2013?
The nature was a verbal threat, which was basically real or not. His perception was he had some wrong had been committed against him, and he was going to take some sort of measure against that and to counter that. And that was kind of the issue of the threat. I know what you did, and I will take care of it. Something to that effect.
Working under the doctor?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Is the Serrato working under the doctor? Was the doctor supervisor of him? At what point?
Do they have a working relationship?
To my knowledge, the doctor did not have a working relationship with the individual. But I could be wrong with regard to that, but I'll need to confirm that.
And Major General, you said you're going to beef up security. Were you confident the security was in place before this incident happened on Wednesday?
Again, we have increased security on Fort Bliss, and we're taking a look at further actions that we may need to take. But bottom line, I don't want to discuss the security on Fort Bliss for obvious reasons. Okay? Thank you.
All right, folks, we thank you very much. Thank you guys for coming. We appreciate it, sir. You'll lead the way out. Thank you. Thank you very much for showing up. We appreciate it. Thank you. I will. Hang on just a second. Our victim again is Dr. Timothy, common spelling, F is in Frank, J is in Juliet, O is in Oscar, R is in Romeo, D is in Delta, B is in Bravo, A is in Alpha, K is in Kilo. His date of birth was 2/23/51. The subject is identified as Jerry Serrato, S-E-R-R-A, T is in Tom, O. His date of birth is 5/14/66. We do thank you for showing up this afternoon.